make sure you like the video as well. Before we get into today's topic, even let me just jump into it. So because of COVID, most people have been distracted from what they've been trying to achieve in their lives. So this video, I basically didn't think of anything to talk about consistency, but I just wanted to give like most people a heads up on why this COVID isn't from our perspective and everyone in the world. Definitely it's a problem, right? Everyone doesn't wanna change, from what we have witnessed so far. Is totally different to change the way we have been doing things due to COVID. But in this video I want to talk about why you shouldn't let COVID distract you from exactly what you've been meaning to achieve and working on for the past, I don't know, years. So the problem with COVID isn't that it's affecting people and people are dying. The problem is on the masses. It's actually making most people distracted. Most people are getting distracted from what they've been trying to work on in their lives and what they've been doing. And most students that have been in school, they have dropped out due to financial embargoes. So what I want to say is don't look into this. Don't look at COVID as a problem. But yes, it is a problem. It is an existing problem. You cannot shy away from the fact that it has affected billions of people's lives around the world. But you shouldn't use it as an excuse to actually forfeit everything that you've been working on, or what you've been trying to achieve, or what you were planning to do. Because what is happening is that we should allow COVID is here and is here now and is not going anywhere anytime soon. So what we should be inclining ourselves to is to find solutions and seek opportunities within this arising crisis. Because what we don't do is that if we don't seek a solution within an arising crisis, we are only going to blame the arising crisis as a problem that we forfeit to actually do something that is productive and that can change our lives. So looking at it and looking at it from a positive perspective, I want to warn you, like give you a shout out, like be careful of using it as an excuse, or that it has been dramatically affecting your life. It's affecting everyone's life, but it just seems like if you are selfish enough, you blame it and use it as a scapegoat to actually face your problems or find solutions. But remember that the existence of human beings on earth have been full of dangers and things that some people cannot describe, So don't use that as a way to escape from the fact that there are other things that are really, really bad out there besides COVID, man. Cancer, there is someone right now in the hospital who wants a heart transplant, but they can't find a donor. There's someone right now who needs a kidney, but they can't find someone to give them a kidney. Someone is lying in prison. Someone is lying in a bed, in a hospital bed, in the emergency room, and here you are, a full person, a full capacitated person with a mind, with hands, so the fact that, as I have been talking about throughout these videos, if you're not grateful for what you've been given, you are likely to always believe that what you have is not good enough, of which it is all good enough. All we have to do is to make our minds in the right direction, and then push to actually do something positive with it. Because with COVID, everyone is gonna say, I haven't done this, or I cannot do this, or I cannot do that, A, B, and C, and D. Yes, man, it's believable that there are all these things and they are causing us all going few steps back. But if you want to realize, like some of the richest people in the world, they have gained billions and billions of years in just 1 year alone. And during the time that everyone was frustrated hoping for a solution. Yes, I understand that the average human being is intelligent, isn't supposed to face all these kind of disasters, and it cannot suffer enough already while it is in suffering. So let's move forward from this thing. It's too small to affect us, and I don't think that we can never ever use it as an excuse for us not to achieve what we have set out to achieve and what we want to achieve. Because of that, only our minds are actually capable, and only our minds to this point on, to actually defeat any problem that comes on our way. That's why if you want to run a Fortune 500 company, you gotta be willing to go through things that most people haven't gone through yet. You gotta be willing to work harder more than most people have worked hard in their lives. So if this is the chance to actually do something positive with your life and the people that are around you, I suggest, instead of using COVID as a much of a bigger problem, I suggest use it as a solution to solve some of the problems that have been existing already in the world. The reason why the richer get richer is because of the way they see the world. Be a solution seeker and a solution provider, and then you are likely to change the world yourself. You don't need the big cage, the big companies, the big what to change the world. You just need to change your perspective and the way you see the world. That way you likely to see more in your life in a very short period of time than most people do all the rest of their lives. The reason why I'm shooting this video and telling you about how much COVID can be a distraction, look around you right now, right? Look at the people around you. Look at the where you work. Look at where you usually spend your time at. Is the thing still normal? Does that look normal to you? The thing is, COVID isn't, yes, it has participated to the problem, but the world, half of the world right now is depressed. You know, most people around the world are depressed. Just in general, before COVID hit up, the world had problems already. So now we are acting like, yo man, those problems don't exist, but they do exist, and they've been in existence. They were there before, they are going to be there after. We have segregation, we have financial exclusions, we have racism, we have abuse, we have wars, we have many things that are going on in the world. Sanctions, people are suffering, people have been made to suffer while we didn't have COVID before. So we think that COVID isn't the problem that is stopping us from doing what we always wanted to do. We are the problem that is stopping us from what we always wanted to do. So don't use COVID as an excuse or a scapegoat. Otherwise, you're just gonna be stepping on the same stone over and over and over and over again. And because you have to migrate from the thought that you had before 2020, because now most people are like, yo man, I wish things can go just back to normal. Bruh, ain't nothing going back to normal. Ain't no going back to normal. Remember that for the past 1 year, the world has been conditioned to remodel every strategy that we ever had in terms of businesses. Now look, all businesses tend to do more delivering than they ever did before. What do you think is going to happen if we say stage 0? Which means all the businesses that have started during just this period, due to the problem, they found solutions within the problem, and then they provided it. What do you think is going to happen to all those people? And the other fact is that even if we all get COVID vaccinated, does that mean the COVID is going our way? No, it simply means more variants are coming. We're gonna have more problems now and the next generation to come. So don't let the COVID or whatever that is happening right now in your life, maybe someone is sick that you know, or someone close to you died. Yeah, I feel you, because as for me, I don't know anyone around me who has been affected yet, but that doesn't that shouldn't cloud my judgment on those that have been affected, because most people they are out there are suffering, and those that gets to suffer are the least people who deserve it. So now what is supposed to happen is move your mind away from the fact that these problems have already been in existence, and they will still be in existence for the next coming generation. So if you twist your way around it, I bet you are likely to make more solutions and create more solutions than you had. And also, instead of us complaining more about this problem, I think it is time for us to actually find what is good that it has brought, you know, because not everything bad comes with change. You know, change doesn't bring everything isn't bad when change happens. You know, it might have been caused by a bad thing, but the gift of health that is keeping me alive made me realize, like, oh bruh, I should be grateful, you know, that I had this gift and I hadn't been taking care of my health, you know. And because now I understand like how important my health is, I'm gonna be even more grateful in my life, you know. And the more I am grateful towards better things, the more that I start understanding that I shouldn't take this thing as as a bus stop, or as the end of me, or making the impossibilities for me. But at least I should open my eyes and see quite clearly on what I have achieved so far, and what I'm going to work on, and what I'm currently doing, and what is the positive out of all this, and what are the opportunities out of all this, and how can we make the world a better place through all this. Not instead of complaining about it, or instead of trying to find your own solutions that you know that they are selfish, and you only tend to want something just for yourself and for you only, of which that affects most people. And that's what most people that have ruined the world started by. They started by thinking of themselves as the hierarchy order, of the airlights order, of which that didn't end well. So they call themselves the ruling class. So now going back to the video, just don't lose your focus, please don't lose your focus. Make sure that you keep your mind on what you've been working on, either before COVID, even after COVID, because what matters is what we are doing day to day, on day-to-day basis, and if that is productive to us. Thank you again for tuning in. Please press the subscribe button, drop the comment in the comment section below, and make sure you like. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time, guys.